Hey, how's it going out there today, everybody? Hope everybody's having a great day. It's time for Trucker News. Let's talk about these news stories that I think are relevant today. Boyle Trans bought for $80 million last week. Come on, man. Everybody's getting bought up. There's a lot of money floating around out there right now. Echo Logistics got taken private by private equity firm Jordan, but there was another name involved in that. Stick around for that. You're going to want to hear that name. That's a very interesting turn of events there that could have happened. Brokerage M&A continues. Like I say, everybody's getting bought up these days. If you're looking to sell, now might be the time. A trucker was issued a careless driving summons for a car flying off of a car hauler. There you go. So when you put your car on a car hauler, hopefully you found someone reputable. Not a good story, but we'll talk about it. And my last one's not really got to do with trucking, but boy, is it a great story. Stick around to the end. Geico is getting sued for someone getting an STD. Yeah, believe that one or not, that is the truth. This is your underground news source. I am coming to you from an actual cave or mine. I'm not sure exactly what this one is, but we are underground right now. Let's get to these news stories. Boyle Transportation, boy, they cashed that check. Let me tell you, can't really blame them. You know, $80 million. Boyle Transportation acquired for $80 million by healthcare supply chain. That's the interesting part of this story to me. And Andler Healthcare, a Canadian company, also picked up the remaining 51% of temperature-controlled carrier Skelton. Y'all remember Skelton? You know, they got bought up, like half bought out like a couple years ago. Canadian supply chain management company Andler Healthcare, ticker AHG, announced it has acquired Boyle Transportation and the remaining 51% of Skelton, Toronto-based AHG, on the Toronto Stock Exchange is AND, ticker symbol AND. Also announced it is raising capital through a $168 million bought deal stock offering. The deal includes 2 million shares of new equity as well as a sale of existing shares from current shareholders. AHG expects to receive $96 million Canadian, $76 million in gross proceeds. So there you go. That's how they're going to pay for them right there. The offering is expected to close around October 26th. Boyle Transportation is being acquired for $80 million, $60 million in cash, $20 million in new AHG stock, which will have a subordinate voting position and a 2-year lockup. So wow, that 20 mil that Boyle's going to get, 20 million of that's going to be locked up for 2 years. But hey, you got 60 million. Hopefully you can make it on the 60 million until your 20 million comes through, right? AHG acquired 49% of Skelton USA and 100% of Skelton Canada and March for total consideration. So yeah, interesting story there. Asian Mind did a good story on that one. So if you want to know more about that, check that out. But yeah, Boyle Transportation is now Canadian. Echo, let's get to this story. Echo had another serious suitor before accepting Jordan's bid, filings say. It's interesting. Let's see here. By Tuesday night, it had become a matter of public record that a serious suitor for Echo Global Logistics had emerged before the Chicago-based freight broker accepted in early September deal worth $48.25 million a share, all cash buyout from private equity firm Jordan, topping the unnamed suitor's $47 a share cash bid. We talking cash money, they talking. Let's see, analysts from Susquehanna Investment Group and some who typically don't fit publicly with M&A speculation said Wednesday that the evidence points to Amazon Amazon was putting in a bid, it looks like, on Echo Global Logistics before they got bought out, and they were pretty close on the bid too. They got bought out at $48.25 a share, and Amazon was throwing up $47. So, you guys let me know in the comments, would that have been a good thing if Amazon got more control of the trucking industry? Is that good for us? Is that good for us? Broker M&A continues. Chema adds Walker Logistics to portfolio. You know, Chema, the green trucks like that. It says Chema Logistics announced the acquisition of 3PL provider Walker Logistics on Tuesday. Man, I'm telling you, if you own a brokerage, they probably going to make you an offer. You know, like some of these mid-range trucking companies right now, like Boyle. You know, I mean, that's a pretty good sized company for $80 million, but, you know, they're snatching them up like they're on sale right now. Founded in 2013, Missoula, Montana-based Walker Logistics brokers dry van, flatbed, refrigerated, expedited, and partial truckloads in the USA and Canada through a network of approved motor carriers. The group also provides less than truckload brokerage services. Now they are part of Chema. They got bought out. In addition to its logistics units, Sumner, Washington-based Chema Freight Lines is a family-owned carrier hauling dry van, truckload freight, mostly along the Interstate 5 corridor. It also provides yard management as well as dedicated and intermodal services. The 15-year-old carrier operates a fleet of more than 325 tractors and 1,100 trailers. So, boy, they are absolutely getting after it over there. Getting after it. Let's see here. Next story. Trucker issued careless driving summons for car hauler that sent vehicles flying. A truck driver has been issued a careless driving summons after losing control in a wreck that sent multiple cars rolling down an embankment. Oh man, would you hate to get that call? You're expecting your Toyota Camry to show up, and the next thing you know, they're like, hey, your Camry's been rolled down an embankment. The wreck happened during the first weekend of October on the western side of Floyd Hill on Interstate 70 West in Denver, Colorado. According to CBS 4, 22-year-old truck driver Abdulatif, I guess that's how you say that, Abdulatif, maybe. That's his first name. Last name, Aquilio, or something like that. I don't know. You know me. I'm not good with names. Hell, I can't read regular names, much less, names from other countries. Was driving a car hauler along the western side of Floyd Hill when he lost control and struck the barrier. The force of that impact caused the truck to jackknife and separate from the trailer. Whoa. The trailer then careened over the Jersey barrier and plunged down an embankment, spilling vehicles and nearly sending them into the Clear Creek. Wow. It is quite the scene there. Quite the scene. Aquilio suffered only minor injuries in the accident and no other serious injuries were reported, but the cleanup of the spill vehicles was extensive. Witnesses described the scene as terrifying. Oh, I bet when a car hauler unhooks from the trailer going down the road and the freaking trailer goes flying off a cliff and vehicles go everywhere. Oh yeah, that could be terrifying. I could see that. The impact lifted the truck and trailer off the ground, slammed into the barrier again, and then the trailer detached from the truck. I saw the trailer go over the barrier. I saw the undercarriage of the truck. Wrote a witness. I made the call at 1:54. It was intense. My daughter was especially upset. Yeah. You guys don't be running your car haulers off cliffs. It upsets the kids. Aquilio now has a tentative court date set for late November and early December. He is legally allowed to pay associated fines and resolve the legality remotely, but will need to show up for court in person if he wishes to fight the careless driving charge. So there you go. If he's going to fight that careless driving, he's got to show up in court. All right, now this last story, guys, this is just this is hilarious to me. It's not really so much trucking, it's just insurance, but I thought I'd throw it in there. A woman is suing Geico after hooking up with a guy in his back seat of his car and he gave her an STD. Oh, man. Oh, man. Here's the story. A woman is seeking $1 million from Geico oh man, I got this story written wrong. I know I can't read, but this is just bad writing. Basically, she's suing him for $1 million. She was involved in an incident with another gentleman whose vehicle was covered by the insurance provider. She is suing Geico because she hooked up with a dude in the back seat of his 2014 Hyundai Genesis. Woo, getting it on in a Hyundai. Fogging windows up in a Hyundai Genesis. You know, those Genesis are very nice cars. The quality has gotten very good. I would not hesitate to do it in the back seat of a Hyundai. I'm just saying. If you got a Hyundai, hit me up. And got HPV as a result. Oh, that's a bummer. Got the HPV from doing it in a Hyundai. You know, I'm like, kudos to her for suing, because if I caught HPV in the back of a Hyundai, I wouldn't want anyone to know. Like, no one, not even for $1 million, I don't think I'd bring this up. But anyway, she still feels like Geico owes her a payout because this guy has a policy with them. Geico filed a counter lawsuit to get the entire case dismissed, adding that their car insurance only covers injuries that happen out of the ownership, maintenance, or use of the car. So, there you go. The situation does not sound like it's fits into that category, though the judge has yet to make a ruling. Let's hope that judge throws that out and laughs about it and tells her to, have some shame, Maybe it's not good to go through life without shame, apparently, because if you're getting HPV in a Hyundai, tell her, maybe hold out. Maybe hold out till somebody gets, I'm not knocking the Genesis. If you own a Genesis, very nice car, but I'm going to say, if you're going to have unprotected sex, hold out for at least a Lexus, right? I don't know, maybe Mercedes. I know Mercedes qualities went down a little bit over the years, but probably got more than the, minimum insurance, like I got Geico, and I really don't want them to settle this because I don't want my insurance to go up, frankly, because I got minimum insurance on the old Toyota there. I ain't flexing. I got an 07 Toyota, just letting you know. But that's the news for today, everybody. Thanks for watching. If you made it this far, hit that thumbs up for me. Check out that description down below. There's a ton of stuff going on down there. That thing's got more links than a golf course. Just saying, description is loaded up down there. Check it out. Thanks for watching, everybody. Take care of each other.